Of course, a lot of people are still at the viewing centers watching over and over and over the replays of a lot of events happening in Russia, especially at the just concluded match a few seconds before we stepped into the stadium. Welcome to another edition of the Stadium on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting against all odds, with all calculators brought out and everything kept. Of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria at last could breathe a sigh of relief that the hard and resilient fighting Icelandic team got nailed this evening in Nigeria. That happened in Russia, of course, evening time. Wait for us here with an amazing performance that people were at the edges of their seats from the beginning of the game till the final whistle. Of course, that's not the only game. A lot of games took place today, but I know nobody wants to talk about that because the whole thing is all about Nigeria this evening. Of course, we condemned them. We said a lot of things about their performance against Croatia, but it seems all the messages that you listeners and viewers on the Stadium on Human Rights Radio have been sending to the Super Eagles in Russia have reached, because most of your recommendations were effected in that game today, and the result has shown. My name is Ted. Welcome to the program. I'm a very happy Nigerian who couldn't hold ourselves screaming while we were watching the match, especially when Ahmed Musa scored his wonderful goal. The first goal, she couldn't hold it. She lost it. She ran around and came back and even forgot where her seat was and knelt down somewhere. Welcome to the stadium, my dear.
Thank you so much. I am so elated right now. I don't even know how to explain.
Take the mic closer to your mouth. Let me hear the voice I heard outside while you were celebrating the victory.
I am ecstatic. I am elated. I don't even know how to express myself. Maybe I should just start jumping all around. Then
you jumped a lot already. You almost missed your moment of prayer because you were so glued to the TV. You had sat there already preparing for the game long before the game came, asking questions, analyzing, and we had very interesting conversations. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Of course, today is your day. We will let you have your say. She will give you her own perspective. She gave her analysis on what she felt should have been done and what she thought the Iceland team was trying to do, and that was perfectly true. It did happen that way, but of course, Coach General took a step back. But the victory still has some implications for us, of course. You know, we do have 3 points, and of course, as it is, there's still hope for us to go forward if we get the next game right. But if we don't get it right, the next game against Argentina, who were embarrassed, humiliated by Croatia, things might still go wrong. Of course, I have another good friend in the studio who, before the game, he wasn't a Nigerian. Let me tell you the truth. He was not a Nigerian before the game. As a match they go, he can't change country. He go wear white. Welcome to the program. Please, please help him without that microphone. I think the other one is not on. But yeah, can you give me your mic so that he will use that? Yeah, then you can switch on the other one. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
So introduce yourself fully. Let us know now if you're a Nigerian, because at that time I saw your name was bearing something sin, like all the Iceland players.
Actually, I'm a Nigerian man. Let me say I'm a Nigerian man. Actually, I'm a Nigerian man.
You're a Nigerian man.
Yes.
By name?
I'm Babatunde by name.
Babatunde Sin. That was
no, Babatunde Lawal.
Babatunde. All right, Babatunde was watching the game and he was so elated at some point towards the game that the end of the game that he actually ran around inside the room where we were watching to hug the other people in the room who were actually taking a stand against the Super Eagles and all that. But before we go to the 4 lines of Babatunde, give us your analysis. How you take it? Because I noticed that at some point in the game, myself, maybe I know like I had a fear, but I had this hope. I had this hope and this conviction that it was going to be a positive game because of the spirit I saw the Super Eagles displayed. How did you see the game?
Actually, I really appreciate calling to the studio to come and say hello.
You don't sound excited.
No, actually, I'm excited because my country is one of the good teams.
Yes.
But,
okay.
To give me my 3 points. Ahead of Argentina, which I know is one of the good teams.
Okay.
Especially, we are in the first half.
Yes.
We are not more good.
Yeah.
Let me say our attacking force is too low. Likewise, our midfielder is not more good. But it's not a good thing. Second half, the coach had to gin up himself.
Yeah, made those changes.
Talk to those.
Immediately, he made the change. As soon as he came in, like exactly what some coaches have been doing in the World
That's
Cup.
not a good thing. That what makes us to know a good coach.
Yeah.
Likewise, in the Premier League, we do what the EPL.
Yes.
When the first half, these guys are not good.
Second half,
I expect the coach
bring on
to
a-
play
bring on a
guys
player.
That's what is going to happen. They're able to put some. Actually, those boys they really tried, put in more effort. Second half.
Yes.
But the other Nigerians are not smiling.
Yeah, of course.
It's not
Yeah.
a good thing. But now, check out the whole world now. If you want to go on everywhere.
Actually, online, let me tell you on my wall, I've just copied a few. If I added all, my very good friend Linda has added Musa to her surname. She decided, yes, just now her timeline. Ifelo has added Musa to her surname. And my auntie, before the match ended, Uchida Ibe, wrote on her timeline that the weather on the field is favoring Nigeria. So not everybody in Nigeria should switch off their deep freezers so that it will not change the weather in Russia. And nobody should drink ice water, just the way Nigerians were excited about it. But you know, but yeah, before the game, we were talking about the weather in the stadium.
Yes.
30 degrees Celsius, and people were thinking it will affect Nigeria. But eventually, we thought, like I discussed with you before the match,
Yes,
and
yes.
the game that is favorable to us, even though most of our players don't play here, but it's close to our weather.
Yeah.
People don't expect that Russia will be that hot, but some parts of Russia are actually hot.
No,
The stadium was hot.
You know, I didn't expect that to be a problem because in Nigeria we're very strong people and we can actually, you know, acclimatize ourselves to any weather. So
Yes.
I wasn't seeing that as a problem.
Okay.
But I was actually seeing that as a problem for the Iceland.
For the Iceland thing.
But you know, they actually came out with their A game, and it was a good game.
Now you're excited, you're happy.
Yes, I
So-
am excited.
Very, very happy. Nigerians, that's the result of what happened today in Russia. Nigeria 2, Iceland 0. People didn't see this coming because they drew their first game against Argentina, and everybody thought a country that could hold Argentina to a 1-1 scoreline could actually subdue the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Granted that, yes, Sigurdsson, one of them, of course, they have a lot of those names. One of the Sigurdssons had an injury. He had to be taken off a defender after Musa's first goal. The second one missed a penalty. He's a prolific penalty taker and set pieces. He's very good at delivery. He knows the exact angle to drop it
Yes.
in the box for his team.
Very good about that.
But today, it was going to be our way, so it didn't work in their favor. You can add your voice on this conversation. Feel free to call us. Of course, if you are celebrating the victory of Nigeria against Iceland, let us know. I'm in the studio with my very good friends, very, very loyal Nigerians. One was not a Nigerian before, but now he's a Nigerian.
Yeah, but I've always been a patriotic Nigerian.
Patriotic Nigeria, now you can say that. Call us on 081-8999-1011, and we'll have this conversation about the game. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Yes.
Yes, welcome to the stadium. What is your name and where are you calling from?
You treat me today. My name is Samira Yerima.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Iguzambu.
Okay.
I'm one of the number one fan of Human Rights Radio.
Okay. And you are a number one fan of Super Eagles of Nigeria, I hope.
Super Eagles. Yes, today they try.
They try, huh?
Allah, I did not want to call you before, but today I was trying. I didn't hear you about yesterday and I don't speak English.
Okay, feel free today. You can speak Russian if you want. No problem.
Oh, but I'm happy. I'm
happy.
congratulating Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm congratulating Human Rights Radio.
Thank you. Not be we play, but we support them all through. I said not be human rights play, but we support them all through.
Now, Nigeria now.
Okay. As we talk, good.
So right now, where my own Nigerian
I don't hear you now.
now where it will end.
Okay.
So that's what I call you now to rejoice with my people.
Okay, very, very good.
In Nigeria.
Yes.
So I tell Gucci I give her the cup.
Okay.
Because I be tell her in French, Samira Yerima call.
Okay, I will tell him. Say you
Because,
called.
yes.
In fact, he dey hear you as you dey talk, he dey hear you. As you dey talk, he dey hear you.
Okay, I give her the cup.
Okay. We never carry the cup. Oh.
You don't go carry out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that lady will sit down with you. Just go find one chill, anything what you want. Chill. But see now, give a make it carry and kulele.
Yeah, okay. Somebody is saying I should give you something very chill, but yeah. All right, thank you very much for calling. This is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is the stadium. We're talking about Nigeria's victory in Russia against Iceland. Feel free to join us on the conversation. I'm in the studio with my friends and my colleagues. 081-8999-1011 is the number. What do you think about the game? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Yes, welcome to the stadium. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
This is Kaburu from Kubwa.
Kaburu from Kubwa. Did you watch this match?
Definitely, I watch everything from the first half, from the first time to the 90 minutes.
Okay. Were you afraid? Did you sit on the edge of the chair or you sat inside the chair proper?
Honestly, I have to sit down in the middle of the chair because I cannot imagine myself if I fall.
Okay. So the victory now means Nigeria has hope. So how did you see the performance?
So far, so good. The performance is very good. I have been telling some of my friends that
yes,
our group, the two countries that is very tough in that group is Croatia and Nigeria. That when you come to the Iceland and Argentina, I don't see them as a threat to Nigeria. So far so good, and the game is very impressive. I was very happy. In fact, by the time Ahmed Musa tried to trigger the defender and scored our first goal, I know that we have won already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is the Stadium of Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting. Nigerians reacting to the victory of the Super Eagles of Nigeria over Iceland in the ongoing FIFA World Cup 2018 there in Russia, in a very, very hot city there. Players were sweating out, but they sweated out a positive result. Hello, good evening. Yes, welcome to the stadium.
How they work?
Work is fine. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Tifrim Banuje, designer from Maraba Shopping Center.
Welcome to the program. Did you watch the match?
Yes, I'm watching the match in 90 minutes.
90 minutes. You the fear?
90 minutes.
You fear say something will happen, or you get hope say it will go well?
Actually, our players don't try very well. So we don't carry this cup, inshallah. Because this Ahmed Musa, he don't finish everything one Nigeria one.
Okay.
And then next match, inshallah, we can give them that 2-0 again.
Another 2-0.
Yes, we can give them 2-0.
Okay.
Because this players, they can perform very well.
Okay.
That's why we did all the defenders, they know themselves very well. Because that coach, that look why we looked at last first match. So this coach don't achieve something inside.
Okay.
Because we don't arrange all the players. Any player any player don't play the win while he's a big play.
Okay.
That's why we don't get these people very well. So that's why, inshallah, next match, we can give that Messi. We don't want Messi already. We know what some at all.
All right.
We can give them 2-0.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, yes.
You guys agree with this very, very patriotic Nigerians like Patia, very patriotic like she would say.
I am very, very patriotic.
And you agree with them. This man made one point that the players the positioning. I think what I'll say, let me even say it. In fact, let me speak Nigerian today. Let me leave English. One of the points we make where, like we say, the coach don't rearrange the team. Changes from the game against Croatia to this one that you don't restructure, starting a table and then benching Iwobiti, bringing him much later.
7 minutes.
So, yes, and that was a very serious factor. So Iceland know to understand what you plan.
But to me, that is one of the good things because the man purposely studied the match.
Yes.
The information he used about the information he used.
Yes.
I with the Croatia.
Yes.
So
With
the
Croatia.
information he used 5-5-2.
Yes.
Why this one is using 4-4-2?
Yeah.
That was the real Nigerian information. 4-4-2.
He started with 3-5-1, but he still changed it. So he kept changing. Each time he introduced a player, he adjusted it a little bit. So
That is it.
it was difficult for.
Even Mike really played the normal role he normally played before. So he didn't play
Yes.
unlike the one we played.
That forward going.
Or the forward going to the front, attacking back. No. He played normal play. That's why we can able to conquer the midfield.
You're
So,
done.
and we can able to distribute the match.
Let me
all
pick.
over the whole
Let me
places.
pick this call. It's like it's from Croatia. Before I come back to you about the penalty. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stadium.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, this is Human Rights Radio on the sports program, The Stadium. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Innocent Daniel calling from Sweden.
Oh, Innocent from Sweden. Did you watch the match Nigeria
Yeah.
played against Iceland? You did.
Yeah, it was already excited. Although I predict 2-0 for Nigeria, and it really happened.
Oh, you did predict 2-0 for Nigeria.
Yeah.
Wow. So how is the mood there in Sweden? Did you watch it alone or you watch with a group of Nigerians?
Yeah, one with most of my friends, yeah.
And the celebration must have been amazing.
Yeah, I was actually I was celebrating. It's a big fun.
Okay, so going forward, Innocent, what do you think we'll play against Argentina based on your predictions since you have become our official octopus here?
And my good prediction, I think we are going to win at least, let me just say, 1 goal.
Okay. So you think...
And to get 1 goal for Nigeria.
Okay, so we are likely going to win the next match, so next week, Tuesday.
We are going to win, that's good. Although, I know we are going to win.
Okay.
Because I seen the boys today when I saw what they played today, but they are only improved like of the last match. I think next match they are going to do better.
Okay. All right, extend our regards from the stadium to all our Nigerians in Sweden around you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm a very good fan of Human Rights Radio.
And you
I
too.
thank you for your good work.
You too. Thank you so much. Yes, all our regards. Yes.
Bye.
Yes. So Nigerians across the world watched this game keenly. If we had lost, the story would have been different. But yeah, were you afraid when Nigeria considered that penalty and they had to go and check the video assistant referee review on the
Yes,
TV?
where they requested for VAR.
VAR, yeah.
I wasn't really scared because at that time we had two goals
2 goals.
already. So everything there, I was just very calm, and I knew nothing of I wasn't so scared about putting another goal. Even if they must have scored at that time,
Yes.
we'd still be leading by 1 goal. So I was very calm, and it was almost time up, and so I was just really, really calm, and I was glad about the formation. In as much as the formation became the functioning of the formation became glaringly obvious in the second half of the game.
Yes.
It was a great formation.
Yes.
I think big ups to Gernot Rohr. He brought his A game to the game, and I think it really worked for us as Nigerians, and we are so glad that formation really worked.
It worked for us. Were you afraid of the penalty when it got?
Actually, I'm very, very afraid about the penalty because I don't expect us to consider a penalty in that kind of range since we are leading 2-0 down.
At that point in time.
We are able to remind our first match, we consider a penalty. So if possibility this one comes up again, which the guy got which Sigurdsson missed the penalty. So I was very, very, very upset a little bit that why should we should be this second African team considering the penalty? Why even a Portugal and stuff they are not considering penalty? Likewise in Spain. So why? I mean,
but we have different style of defense.
No. Yeah. What makes us to be giants of Africa? We should be able to prove it out. We don't need to be considering a penalty at that range.
I think they're trying to prove that we're giants. By this victory, we have joined Senegal.
That's what makes us to be second.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, this is the Stadium on Human Rights Radio. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, my name is Bambi Yusuf. I'm calling from Otako.
See, how is the evening? And did you watch the game?
Yeah, I was very, very, very excited to watch the match.
So what?
Yes, I predict 2-0 to Nigeria. And, yes, I predicted 2-0.
Okay.
And I thank God. Then the ball ended 2-0.
Okay. So what?
We are very, very happy.
What about the game against Argentina next week, Tuesday? Are we looking at that one?
Yes, by the special grace of God, we will win Argentina by 1-0.
Okay.
And yes, Nigeria need to pray and fast. We need to pray and fast.
Are we good? Okay. All right. That's good. Prayer works for us sometimes, so that's fine. I agree with you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. This is the Stadium on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting. Of course, the group is open now with the victory of Croatia over Argentina. Yesterday, the group is very open now. Croatia with 6 points, 5 goals. Nigeria with 2 points and 2 goals and 3 points there. Iceland and Argentina, 1 goal each. But Argentina is at the bottom of the table, having conceded more goals than Iceland. So, because they scored earlier, they are just bottom of the table because they are not. Goal difference is higher for Iceland. Anybody in that group can still meet up with Croatia, be the second person in that group. So we need to go all out to win our next game. We don't need to settle for a draw because you can't predict what will be the outcome of the other game. It's not time to bring out calculators and start checking. But the fact is that we are second on the table and we have our 3 points against a hard-fighting team. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, this is the Stadium on Human Rights Radio. Welcome to the program. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Hassan Deva. I'm calling you from Niger State.
Okay, from Niger State. Did you watch the match in Niger State?
Yeah, I don't want them.
So how the match do you? You fear be you don't fear?
I'm very, very happy the way I watch the program.
Yeah, 2. Okay, I can hear 2 at the back. Okay. So how about the next match against Argentina? What do you think will happen?
I have a hope that Nigeria will win them 2-0 again.
Oh, 2-0 again.
I'm even feeling the sign of mailing of this team, World Cup Nigeria. By the grace of God, Nigeria will take the World Cup.
Okay, so we'll bring the World Cup come home. All right, that's a very good prayer.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. 08189991011 is the number to call. Of course, you'll be live with me and my colleagues in the studio on the Stadium on Human Rights Radio, the biggest stadium in the world, 101.1 million capacity stadium where we discuss sports and we give you the space to phone in and express your feelings. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Okay, if you're trying to call, of course, a lot of calls are coming in, so do try to call us and let's have that conversation. Of course, a lot of other games came up today. Brazil, Neymar at last has scored for Brazil. They struggled and struggled. A lot of talking points from that game, but of course, we might save it for tomorrow. Because of the cause, I'm giving everybody the opportunity to talk. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Okay, do try to call us back. Hello. 08189991011. Okay, yesterday were you shocked that Argentina had that really bad game?
Actually, I'm very, very shocked about the game because with the starting of the Croatia with their match, there's no free space.
Yes.
Even the Ballon d'Or or title holder, which is Messi, he cannot even, after the match, when he was being called to analyze the match, he said the game was just like as in being in spirit, playing in football. I cannot even tell. But all what he was just seeing that just seeing the balls inside the net.
Yes, you can imagine the last 2 goals happened in the pace of less than 20 minutes.
Yes.
And it was so surprising because I was trying to switch from one station to the other. Before I could switch back to Super Sports, it was something. It was 3 goals to nothing.
And you didn't expect that.
And I was really surprised. I read the glare on Messi's face, like, what is going on?
The frustration was quite obvious.
Yes, it was really obvious.
Not being able to score at the World Cup. Even the penalty that he got against Iceland, he missed it. The free kicks yesterday, all of them that he got, he hit the wall. They were off target and all that frustration. But if you build a team around one player and you put a lot of pressure on him, you're obviously going to have that kind of issue because every Argentine ball starts the defense goes to Messi, he decides how to distribute it and where it goes. And the Croatians to have studied that, and they were able to mark him out. If they read, the Argentines read our game with our match analysts in a very good way, and we don't try to, we like switching pattern. We don't have a standard pattern.
And I always call the Croatians as psychologists because they know how to read games. And
they showed that yesterday.
They know how to, use your disadvantage against you. And they really showed that with the Argentina game and all that.
Yes.
So Croatians, big up, they are really trying, and I hope they will get something out of it. After Nigeria.
Okay. Are you afraid of the game against Argentina? Since that's their last hope. If they don't get anything out of that game, they're actually going home.
As for me, in my place, we did make one proverb. As in, someone you can able to beat. You are not going to beg God to give you power to beat him.
Okay.
I believe that whenever we met Argentina, anywhere, whether they brought the lights anywhere, black and blue.
No, the last friendly we had with them was in Russia before the draws were made, before we discovered
black and blue. They have to collect 3-0, not 2-0.
That's really deep.
Because they are being perplexed. If possibility they should win that match, they go nowhere. So
yes,
they have to collect 3-0. Whether Messi is there or Messiah is there.
I put an amen to that.
So they have to collect 3-0.
081-8999-1011. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, this is the Stadium on Human Rights Radio. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
From China, Beijing. My name is Ahmed.
Okay. Did you watch the match Nigeria played just a few minutes ago?
Yeah?
Did you watch the match Nigeria played? This is a sports program on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM. We're talking sports.
I saw the game.
So how was the excitement level around you, and what are your feelings about the match?
I'm feeling so very happy, and the match is okay. But I'm supporting Argentina.
So you're expecting that we'll beat Argentina also?
Yeah, I'm supporting Argentina for next game.
Okay.
Even today, I'm supporting Argentina for having chance to win if they win against Nigeria.
Okay.
They will have chance to. They have chance. Argentina has more chance right now.
Yes, they do. They do. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But
They have more chance.
of course, we are very determined to make sure that we get out of the group stage before we see who we're meeting next. So
What?
I say we are determined to get out of the group stage. So I think that people calling here from home are saying Nigeria will give them a fight for their money.
Nigeria can't do anything. Argentina have experience on Nigeria.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will respect your opinion.
They
Yes.
have more experience.
All right. Thank you very much for calling us on the program.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. 081-8999-1011 is the number to call and be a part of the conversation. This is the Stadium on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting. We're talking about the Nigerian game. It's a trending story, so don't worry about the other stories. The Stadium tomorrow, we'll talk about all of them and you call me. Let's allow Nigerians to express their freedom.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
This is Abdulaziz.
Where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, I'm calling from Gogograd, here in Gwagwa, Abuja.
Okay, did you watch the match?
Yes, I watched Ahmed Musa versus Iceland.
Okay, so it was Ahmed Musa versus Iceland. Okay. Okay, I hear you. It wasn't Nigeria, Ahmed Musa versus Iceland. That's a good one.
Yes, Ahmed Musa versus Iceland, and it was a very fantastic game, and I hope this kind of positive result again against Argentina. Inshallah, that's how it will be.
Okay, so you believe that we are going to beat Argentina also?
My
All right.
regards to others in the studio.
Yes, they are hearing you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ahmed Musa versus Iceland. A very fine way to pick.
I don't quite agree with that. because the likes of Victor Moses,
Yes.
they really did their best.
Yeah.
And you saw the first goal.
Yeah, he
it
created-
was actually a pass from Victor Moses.
Yeah,
to,
and the assist.
Sometimes when we finish watching football, and everybody just give the credit to the person that
This
actually
goal scorer. Yeah.
scored the goal. And
You know,
it's
if you
supposed
waste
to be
if you
like
waste the
that.
chance, like he said when Odion Igalo came in, he wasn't very comfortable with Odion
Yes.
Igalo doing anything. But at least he still, even though Odion Igalo came in, he didn't score. He gave some kind of stress to the defense by trying to inconvenience them. I know when Ignace came in, you were scared
Yes,
because
when Igasin came in, I was scared too. And then the likes of Budesin and
Segusi, all the same
all the sin. You can imagine, you even notice that all the players had sin.
Yeah, it's
their
just
names.
the way their names are. Anyway, this is a Stadium on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting. We'll take a very short break, and when we come back, of course, we'll wrap up the show as we discuss and prepare towards the next games coming up. Of course, there will be other matches over the weekend and tomorrow. We have a lot more to watch. The World Cup is becoming exciting because Nigeria is there. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Allahu Akbar.
It's Radio 101.1 FM, redefining broadcasting, and this is the stadium. My name is Ted. Of course, we are celebrating the victory of Nigeria over a hard-fighting and resilient Icelandic team that held Argentina to a draw, and Nigeria were able to subdue them by winning 2-0, 2 clean goals. The collective effort of the entire team, like my sister here said, that one of the things she doesn't like about football supporters is when the game is won, the goal scorers take all the glory. But of course, have you forgotten that Uzoho made very, very good saves? If he hadn't, would have been almost 3 goals down before the game would have gotten to any point at all. But your final thoughts before we get out of studio. Apart from Ahmed that scored the goals and Victor Moses, how will you rate any other person's performance? The keeper himself I think he was good today.
Actually, let me just say the keeper and the defender.
Yes.
I mean, kudos to this guy also, this midfielder, Ndidi. That guy is one of the good guys. I mean, he tried to prove that what makes me to be number 4 in the Premier League, me, I have to prove myself.
Yes.
In the pitch. Actually, the first match he played, let me just say, he just arriving from an injury.
Yes, he just recovered.
Today, he balanced it up, proving himself that I'm in the pitch. Let the whole world know what makes me to be number 4 in EPL. The EPL. One of the best league and one of the best team.
Of course.
Leicester City.
Yes.
So the guy is good and he proved himself with my brother out there in China, which is Mikel Obi, proving himself.
Oh, he's your brother now.
It's not a good thing. So no, what happens is that when someone is strong, let him know he's wrong.
Yeah, sure.
And
I know your point.
Let him know he's right. So for now, he's my brother. When he mess up tomorrow, I'll flog him. So that's it. So
what are your thoughts about the team? You were praising other players that you think they did very well to build up to that.
Yes, like you said, it was a collective effort. Players like Victor Moses, I keep placing emphasis on Victor Moses because the last game he did what he could, but as God will have it, we couldn't score a goal. But this time around, he didn't relent. He had to do everything possible for that goal to come in. Then people like the goalkeeper, he's extremely good.
The saves he made,
he's good.
Yes,
I would just have to give him that. He saved that penalty, though I was calm. And even if they would have scored us, I wouldn't have even had any.
Okay, you mean the free kick that was almost entering inside that he punched? Okay, the first.
And the first 5 minutes too, something happened and he saved it.
He made a lot of saves.
So he really proved himself.
Yes.
It's not all about the age. It's not about having so much experience, but
the determination and the hunger.
He proved himself to be somebody who knows the game and somebody who knows what he's doing.
And going forward, you see that you become a great keeper.
I would just wish that they don't relent.
Okay.
They should just keep working very hard. Okay. Because the Argentina contenders, they are not, something
pushovers
we could joke about with. So they should just keep their fingers crossed and we'll see. Hopefully, we'll come out with something good.
All right. This is the Stadium on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. I want to thank both of you for coming on the program, for expressing your feelings, and of course, you made our own stadium outside there where we're watching the game alive with your commentaries and the excitement. Of course, we've had it here on the program.
Yes, it was expected.
Yes. The stadium returns your way again tomorrow. Of course, we have the longer time, extended time. We'll still X-ray this game when the other team of analysts are here in the studio with us. We'll discuss a lot more about the things you saw when we have celebrated the victory, and we'll sit down, we can X-ray the team and look at 1 or 2 things that we think the coach should do going forward. And of course, I assure you, your messages you send on this platform go that far, because Human Rights Radio is a terrestrial radio station, but of course, it goes far out there. People are watching us live online. That's why they're calling us from all over the world to tell us that they watched Nigeria, they celebrated. So watch us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Periscope, on Twitch, but most especially and more importantly, go to the App Store and download our app. And of course, you can listen to us live in any part of the world. Until we come your way again tomorrow, stay safe and don't over-celebrate. We still have games coming up. Good night to you. We're out. Games coming up. Good night to you. We're out.